there, thanks for joining me. The video I am doing today is a request from a lovely lady, Dawn, g'day Dawn, on how I do my eyelash extensions. Now, I haven't done eyelash extensions for a wee while. I have very short eyelashes, and over the past probably 6 to 12 months I have been using Lash, which has been fantastic, and my eyelashes have grown. I don't know if you can tell. I'll try and get close. I'm using my iPhone today because I'm going to be doing some close-up work as well. I don't like my camera because it doesn't autofocus, but my eyelashes have grown. Now my problem is that even though they've grown, because they're so stick straight, I can curl them, I can do all the techniques that are supposed to be really good for them. It's where I use my eyelash curler where it's warm, using waterproof mascara to keep the curl, using a heated eyelash curler, but within probably an hour and a half they just go again, and so I get really frustrated. So when Dawn asked if I could do a video on eyelash extensions, I thought, well, that was the cue for me to start using them again. Now, it is not recommended by professionals that you do your own eyelash extensions. The reason being is when you have your eyelash extensions done, so this is a big disclaimer, I do it for me because after the big earthquakes in Christchurch, and I was getting them done regularly by a professional, it became unaffordable because of lack of work and all the rest of it at the time, and I was getting them done so often. I was travelling to the other side of town because I was really fussy about who did them for me, and I was seeing a wonderful lady in Rolleston. And of course I lived over by the beach, and it was quite a hike to go and get my eyelash extensions topped up with the refills all the time. From that I decided I really did want to keep my eyelash extensions, and how was I going to do that? And that meant me teaching myself how to apply lash extensions myself. Now, because you're doing them yourself, your eyes are open. Now, when you get them done professionally, you're getting them done to the tops of your eyelashes. Now, I can't for the life of me get the hang of sticking them on top, and I find anyway when I do stick them on top, because my eyelashes are stick straight, they curl like that. So I apply them myself with my eyes open, and that way I get a proper curl. So big disclaimer, with the glue you probably different glues you get. The glue I use is a heavy duty glue, which means my lash extensions last 3 to 4 weeks before I need to do a top up. You can get other glues that are a lot more gentle, that are for sensitive eyes, and a lot of it is to do with the fumes, and you get very watery red eyes. So I use this one. I'm very lucky I wear contacts, so before I start using the glue I make sure I've got my contacts in, and that makes a huge difference to the comfort of putting these on. So I would do research. I will try and do some research for you and put some links below on different types of glue. As I said, I use the heavy duty eyelash extension glue because that means that they last longer. Now, the eyelashes that I use are just the Ardell individuals. I certainly am not flapping around with doing one lash at a time. So I use the Ardell individuals that come in a flare. I get the knot free because they look a little bit more natural. I get them in 3 sizes. I get them in the long, the medium, and the short. That way it looks more natural if they start out flaring out. I start with the short in the inner corner of my eye. I do mostly mediums and then put a couple of longs at the end to give that flare and wide open look. I find I love the look it gives me because I have such hooded eyes that make me look tired and old, and when I have my lashes on I feel like my eyes are more wide awake and I just feel better. But as I said, I haven't done it for a while because I was trying to grow my eyelashes naturally, and yes, I did grow them naturally, but I cannot get them to keep a curl. So this is my eyelashes Ardell Natural, no mascara, no curling, after using the Lash, and they're probably twice the length that they were prior to me using Lash. So I highly recommend that product. I think it's a great product. You can get a brow version and you can also get the eyelash version. It's not cheap. It's probably about $150 for a wand of it, but I found it lasted about 8 months and it really did work. So let's get on with applying our eyelashes. Now I've got a mirror here. I use a trusty little makeup mirror here with a light. I use the magnified side, which is pretty scary, but I pop my glue. You can get little wee jade stones to put the glue on. I keep my glue in the refrigerator. It keeps it cool, which means it is better at adhering to your lashes. A lot of professional eyelash extension ladies use a jade stone because once you've poured the glue out, the jade stone keeps it cool. I just fold up some tin foil, and that way when I'm finished I just fold my mess up and pop it in the rubbish. So give the glue a good shake and I just pop, and you really don't need much at all. 1 drop is all I use. It is all you need. So I think last time I bought this glue it was $48, but seriously it's probably lasted me 18 months, 2 years. Now the tweezers I use are they're not in the flashiest condition, but they are a pointy tweezer, and I shall start off with the short ones. So you have your wee tray here, so you go in with your tweezer and you just pop the eyelash out like that. Then you have your glue, and I just dip the tip in the glue like that. Then I raise my eye just like that to get a bit of a tilt on, and I'm seeing more of my cakey mess foundation here, and then I just attach it to the very base of my natural eyelash. Okay, so that's number 1. Then we do it again, pluck off our little eyelash, dip the base, really don't need much at all, so you just get a wee tiny bit, tilt your eye back just a little bit with your finger, and pop it on like that. So I'll just keep going on and applying. Now normally what I would do is go lash for lash across each eye. I would go, you know, one short lash, one, so that I get an even amount. But what I'm going to do is do one complete eye and show you the difference between the eyelash extensions and my normal eye. When you do your lashes, I tend to do them in the evening, because after you have done them for a few hours, it is best not to put anything on your lashes, so no mascara, no makeup. So that's why I've done all my makeup here, but I have nothing on my eyes. So we just continue going along like that. Okay, so in the corner, just the inner corner of my eye, I have put 4 short individual flares, and now I'm going to go on to medium. So just the same thing. Take one of your lashes, dip it in the glue, and attach. And then we just keep going along, and I will continue with the medium length for most of them and finish with a couple of long length at the end. So I just put my finger on my eyelid just to tilt it back so that I can get to the base of my lash. Now if you were able to, a good way to do them would be to lie them on top, but as I said, because my eyelashes are so dead straight, they're stick straight, that just means my extension goes, and you know, so by putting them underneath, for me, I get the flare and the look that I am after. I don't know if you can see the difference in that already. It just creates a wide awake, open look to your eye. Now, caring for them, you don't rub, because if you rub them and pull at them, you risk pulling out your own natural eyelashes, which is detrimental. And I must admit, the reason I stopped doing this is one night I got extremely stressed over a situation and how some people twiddle their hair. I sat there one evening and twiddled my lashes, and later on in the evening my husband goes, "What on earth has happened to your eyes?" And I had pulled every extension out of my eyelashes, but I took along my natural eyelashes with them as well, and my eyes had swollen up where I'd pulled them out of the hair follicle. Lesson to self is lots of breathing, lots of downtime, and making time to chill and not get that wound up over situations. Easier said than done, by the way. So that's when I decided I would give them a break and try and grow my own natural lashes, which, as I said, I was able to do. I just can't get them to stay curled. So makes a huge difference, doesn't it? My eyes don't look as hooded already. They look more round, more wide awake than my hooded, tired looking eye on the other side. Okay, so that's some of the medium to show you. Now, if I wanted a more natural look, which is probably what I would do for work, etc., but for the purpose of this video today, I'm going to finish the outside flare with longs, just to give it that dramatic false eyelash look. Now, these long ones that I've got are a little bit different to what I had used for the inner part. These are just the naturals. So they're just the normal flare. Excuse the glare of that. These are the double up flares. So they're a little bit thicker. I didn't mind getting the long ones in that for the fact that I like the outer edge of the lashes to look a little bit more dramatic, to give my eye a bit of a lift. So we'll see how this goes. First time I have actually used these. Usually I go for just the naturals all the way along. Now you do have to be careful. Now I'll show you what I've done wrong here, but I'm still going to apply it. Is I've put a little bit too much glue there. So that will actually show when I pop it on. So you do need to be mindful of when you are dabbing it in, is to just dip the tip in to get the smallest amount of glue, because it can, in fact I am going to leave that because it is starting to look a bit bulky in there anyway. So the difference being, I'll show you what I mean, is not quite so much up the shaft of the lash. I've just literally just dipped the tip. And actually I really like these double flared ones, they're quite pretty. One more, so that's 3 double flared longs on the outside. Right. In there. So when they're in there, and then you can give them a gentle brush with a lash spoolie. There. So there is the difference of having, I'm just wondering if I need that extra long one at the end. I might try something different on the other eye, and then I can modify it and show you the difference. So that's having about 4 short ones in the middle, in the inner, 3 or 4 mediums, and I put 3 longs on the outside there. So that's what it's done for my eye shape. And as I've said, it is a huge difference from one eye to the other. Once again, excuse this mess that's going on with my face, but that's what we do in the science of doing a blog post, especially on a product I can't stand. It was using a very expensive primer that went with it as well. Okay, so I will do the other eye and I'll come back. So that's us getting halfway through there. That's the shorts done on that one. Now we'll start on the mediums. Now, when I first started this, I just want to say it took me forever. I used to have to put aside at least an hour. It's just getting used to fiddling, I think. You just have to get used to holding the tweezers, placing them. It does become easier with time. But as I said, when I first started, I took forever. I probably wasted a few lashes whilst I taught myself. It wouldn't even be a bad idea as before, if you want to practice, don't use the permanent glue. Use the cheap duo glue or Ardell glue that can come with some of the kits for these lashes, and practice on the non-permanent glue until you get confident with popping them on, because seriously, if you put them on with the permanent glue and you don't like what you see, if you want to remove them, you will take your natural lashes with them. You can purchase a serum like a lash glue remover, and you can find stockists of those. If I can, I will. Now, I've tried the fancy serums of preparing your lashes before gluing. Waste of money, doesn't make a difference. If anything, I found the glue didn't adhere as well as without the lash prep. Now, going back to how you care for your lashes, don't rub your eyes. When you get out of the shower and you've washed your face and you're wanting to dry your face, you pat your face dry. Don't rub them. If you rub your eyes, you will end up with wonky lashes. Don't use oil-based eye makeup remover on your eyes. The best eye makeup remover, you could use the Lancome Bifacil and micellar waters. I really love Bioderma. You soak your cotton pads, you close your eyes, just let the pads sit on your eyes for 30 seconds, and then gently wipe. And that is if you use mascara as well and eyeshadow, just gently wipe and then like underneath your eyes, and that's how you would remove, and then cleanse your face how you would normally. But when you're using a towel to dry or anything around your eyes, don't rub, pat, and just be very gentle with them, and they will last you, as I said, 3 to 4 weeks. You can go swimming in them, which is something I really love about them. Now, in saying that, if you go to, say, the hot pools or you have a spa, the heat and humidity from warm water, hot baths, going to Hamner Springs and the thermal pools will shorten the length of time that the glue, it will break down the glue and they won't last as long. So you might find you're replacing lashes more often if you are in those situations. But swimming in a normal swimming pool, good as gold. As I said, just don't rub your eyes. What else can I say? I do still sometimes use mascara. I don't think I will for a while, because these are quite dramatic to what I've been used to with my boring old natural lashes. And as I said, just make sure you remove it with a gentle micellar water or a gentle eye makeup remover that is not oil based. I think I might do one more medium. I will leave links below on where you can get these. Now, I first sourced these on Trade Me. Of course I did. In fact, I still buy them from Trade Me. So I will link the supplier that I get these from. But I will also link their website where you can buy from them directly. Now, I usually just pay by my debit card. And if I order one day, I have them sent via courier. And they're delivered to my home the next day. So they're very quick turnaround. They stock lots of different bits and bobs. The company that I usually purchase from are Star Cosmetics. They're based in New Zealand. As I said, overnight shipping. I've never had a problem with them. I think they're really easy to deal with. So I'll leave the links below for that. And I don't think there's much else to tell you about this. I hope this has been helpful. I will try and find suitable glues. I will put the glue that I use to give me the long staying power with the lashes, but I'll also try and find you links for more gentle glues to see how you go with the whole situation before you commit to something as heavy duty as I use. So I'll bring the camera down. I'm using my iPhone, as I said, because my camera, I might have to save up and invest in one that has autofocus. But that is the finished eyelash look. So I hope that was helpful and you learnt what you wanted to learn. If I didn't go into enough detail for you, or you would like sort of more information, or you want me to go over something for you, just let me know in the comments below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Please click the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And thank you, Dawn, for the wonderful request for this video. Now I feel quite special with my fluttery eyelashes again, and they're very easy to top up. I find if I end up with one that is a little bit loose, then when they're loose they usually just need a little bit of a like that and they're ready to fall off anyway. Or you can use your little spoolie brush and give it a brush and it'll flick off on its own. You'll see the gap where it's come from, so then you just get the one or the two lashes you need to fill in the gaps. Do that step and you don't have to be doing the whole set all the time. I usually just replace the one or two that need replacing as they need replacing. So it's just like maintenance if you're doing your nails or anything like that. So I do hope that was helpful, and I really thank you for joining me. Thanks for the request, Dawn. I hope you learnt something. Just give me a comments down below, as I said, if you have anything you're not sure about, and if you would like me to come and show you or your girls, let me know and I'll come and see you. Thanks for joining me, guys. Really appreciate it. See you later. Bye.